kauze më të madhe se sa jeta vetë. Është një nder që nuk shprehet dot me fjalë. Me qëndru këtu, para këtyre dy kampionëve të vërtet të çështjes shqiptare, dhe me shpreh mirënjohjen tonë më të thellë për ta. I dashur Gjo, vëlla i gjakut tonë shqiptar. Your journey from your 𝐅𝐵𝐥𝐥𝐸 roots to becoming the first Albanian-American voting member of Congress has been nothing short but awe-inspiring. Your resolute determination, your unwavering commitment to justice, and your admirable passion have ignited a fire within each one of us. You tirelessly navigated the corridors of power, speaking truths that others were hesitating to utter. And more importantly, unmasking the lies of Milosevic's propagandistic machinery. Through your advocacy, with your deeds and your words, you have raised awareness about the plight of our people and the cruel injustices we were facing here in our ancestral land. Your spirit, dynamic and determined, has been our guiding star in the darkest of nights. Dear Shirley, our sister-in-law, as it were, as a co-founder of the Albanian-American Civic League, your commitment to raising awareness about Balkan conflicts, human rights abuses, and the plight of women has been simply extraordinary. Your presence on global platform during the Kosovo War was a source of strength for our cause. Your unwavering determination to expose the propaganda of the Serbian regime and your role in indicting Slobodan Milosevic are testaments to your resilience. Your partnership with DioGuardit has amplified our voices, challenging injustices and fostering empowerment. Today, as we honor you both with the key to the city of Pristina, our gratitude for your tireless contribution knows no bounds. Together, you are a force to be reckoned with. Your joint efforts have carved a legacy of unity, strength, and unbreakable bonds. Through the turbulent times of the Kosovo War, you stood as a beacon of hope, rallying the world to recognize our plight, to acknowledge our suffering, and to support our struggle for justice. Your advocacy through the Albanian-American Civic League has been a lifeline for our cause. Your voices, your actions, your lobbying, your diplomacy, and your unceasing efforts have shaped the course of history. The Albanian-American Civic League stands as a testament to your tireless endeavors, a cornerstone of hope for our people, and a stronghold of change in the face of adversity. Your Albanian heritage runs deep within your veins, a testament to the age-old saying that blood is thicker than water. Or, in Albanian, as they say, "Gjaku nuk bëhet ujë." Your advocacy has not only been your work, it has been your life's mission, a journey that resonates with every Albanian heart. Your combined efforts, dear Joe and Shirley, have not only spoken volumes about your shared values, but have echoed the strength of your bonds as partners, advocates, and champions of justice. Në shqiptin Albanian a bit, të nderuar kolegë, të dashur miq, është me vend që të nderojmë këta dy individ të jashtëzakonshëm me Çelësin e qytetit tonë. Një nder ky do ta pranoni që madje po vjen me shumë vonesë. Sidoqoftë, çdo e keqe thonë ka edhe një të mirë. E kjo vlen edhe me rastin tonë, pasi kjo vonesë mundsoi që fati të na nxortur rrugët. E them këtë sepse është nderi im personal si kryetar i Kryeqytetit, si kryetari i Prishtinës dhe si adhuruesi juaj i zgjat, që nga fillimi i viteve 90-ta që prezantoj këtë simbol nderi me duart e mia. Dyert e qytetit tonë mbeten përgjithmonë të hapura për ju. Ashtu siç kanë qenë edhe mbeten të hapura zemrat e juaja për çështën tonë. I said that it is not only fitting that we honor these two extraordinary individuals with a key to our city, an honor which is long overdue. Nevertheless, within all yin resides a touch of yang, and the same hands and holds true in our case, as this delay has allowed destiny to intertwine our paths. For it is my personal honor as the mayor of Pristina and your fervent admirer since very early 90s to present you the symbol of honor with my own hands. Our city's doors are forever open to you, just as your hearts have been and remain open to our cause. Congressman Joe DioGuardit and Mrs. Shirley Cloyes DioGuardit, your journey is not just your own, it is the journey of every Albanian who has felt the impact of your advocacy, the journey of every heart you have touched, and the journey of a nation that stands united in gratitude. Your legacy will continue to inspire us, to guide us, and to remind us that even in the face of adversity, change is indeed possible when driven by love and conviction. With the utmost admiration, heartfelt gratitude, and endless respect, we salute you both. May your journey continue to inspire generations to come. Faleminderit nga zemra, Joy and Shirley. Split this key, doesn't work on its own. You have to stay together as we have always done so. So thank you and congratulations.
This is not just a key to this beautiful city and this building. This is a key to our hearts. When you come from the 𝐅𝐨𝐥𝐥𝐸 people, they are always reminding you that you need to be concerned about 𝐫𝐭𝐤𝐤𝐸 and your spirit. And that's what has motivated me all my life. Not money, not power. It's people who need to be inspired. And that's why we came here today. To inspire you and people of...
You can get you here, Joe, if you don't mind.
Okay, sure. Well, let me say just a few words in Albania. I was raised in the Bronx. We lived with my Albanian grandmother, my father's mother, for 6 years, so I learned some words. But my parents were very clever. They wanted their son, Joe, me, to speak English perfectly. Because one day, they must have known that I needed to use that voice for the Albanian people. And the voice that is most important today is that voice in Washington, with the power. And I'm very happy to be here because this voice now has been made stronger by your inspiration for the future. This is not the final step. This is a new beginning for Joe and Shirley to really help the Albanian people, because I see as my new continuing work is to create a new Albanian nation. Excuse me.
Yes, no, we want to translate a little, so...
Oh, I go slow.
So if you want to maybe talk and then translate.
So,
Because we got our media here for... You just give him a chance to translate.
Faleminderit, unë kam lidhur në Bronx dhe jam rritur aty, gjyshja ime, pra vi nga gjyshrit e mi në fjalë shqiptare. Babai ka jetuar në gjyshën time, ndryshe unë kam mësuar disa fjalë. Mirë, prindërit e mi kanë qenë shumë të mençur dhe kanë dashur shumë të mësoj gjuhën angleze në mënyrë perfekte dhe pastaj e përdora këtë për të mirën e rënjeve nga vion, pra për kauzën shqiptare. Gjëja tjetër që dua të them është se këtu gjej unë një inspirim të zemrat e juaja tek ju. Nuk kam bërë kur këtë për para, nuk kam bërë kur këtë për në një gjë tjetër përveç vullnetit dhe dëshirës dhe inspirimin që e kam marrë nga populli i cili ka bërë.
Well, to continue what I was saying, I'll say it a little slow. I speak, I'm from New York, we speak fast. But I understand the challenge you face. And let me say that the word that has been very important to me in my life, because I had a good education. My parents didn't have education. They came here from Europe. My dad came here from a poor Albanian Katundi, Grecia. And many people say, why is this Albanian town called Grecia, which means Greece? This is how complicated our history is. The reason, excuse me.
Ja, fjala më e mirë që pëlqen mua së shumti është edukimi. Për këtë arsye pse po them këtë sepse prindërit e mi kanë qenë refugjat që kanë ardhur në Amerikë ose kanë emigruar në Amerikë dhe nuk ka pasur mundësi që të edukohen. Pra ata janë kushtuar që unë të edukohen. Ne vim nga Europa, vim nga një fshat në Greqi që është jetuar Itali, pa ne që është jetuar me shqiptar, po emri Grecia.
And the history is complicated because the world is not only complicated today, it was very complicated 2,000 years ago, as you know. And when you think about the bottom part of Italy, from Naples down to the Roman times, who controlled it? The Greek nation. That's why there's so many Greek statues in the southern part. So this town, Katundi Greci, is from the year 535. It was a Greek farming village that was very successful. But the beauty of that village is that it was given as a gift to George Castriati in the year 1491 because he was invited by the Pope and by, I guess in those days, the son of the
Pra, historia është e komplikuar. Ka qenë gjithmonë edhe para 2000 viteve gjithashtu, unë mund të flas vetëm prej nga vijon, pra jugun e Italisë, prej Napolit e poshtë, deri mund të them se aty para Romës, pra para Perënderisë Romake ka sunduar dikush apo ka qenë dikush aty. Ka qenë pra vetë grekët, pra për këtë edhe fshati quhet Greqi. Pra, kjo ka ndodhur 535 vite para vitës së Krishtit. Mirë po, dua të them se ky vend është dhuruar si dhuratë nga Papa me ftesë gjatë vizitës së Skënderbeut në vitin 1491.
So, I am not a professor, so I'm not going to give you a speech in history, but it's important for you to know that that village that my father was born in, Katundi Greci, is probably the most important of the 51 Albanian-speaking villages today.
Pra, jam profesor dhe për këtë nuk dua t'ju lektoroj të çështjet historisë apo krijartës time. Mirë, po mund të them se çka është e rëndësishme të them për këtë fshat ku babai më ka treguar se Greqi është një pika kryesore ose qendra kryesore prej 51 fshatrave ose vend banimeve në jug të Italisë të cilët kanë krijartë shqiptare apo folën gjuhën shqipe.
The Albanian people knew, even back then, that their conflict was not over. And when George Castriati was invited to Gretchen in 1491, it was to defend that area from the French. The French were looking to take over all of southern Italy, believe it or not. And the only strong army that was there then, besides the Turks, was the army of George Castriati. So this is an amazing story when you think about it. The fact that my roots come from a village, Qytetit, that was given as a gift to the soldiers of George Castriati. There were 4,000 soldiers that crossed the Adriatic into Italy to defend the southern part of Italy. And it's an amazing story. As you know, he lasted 25 more years defending Europe against the Ottoman Turks. And I don't have the booklet with me, but I have it for you tomorrow. Because my Italian friends, because when I was raised in the Bronx, it was in Italian Italy. And they always said, what is this Albanian stuff? You're Italian. It makes my life even more complicated that I had to write a story of my roots, both from the Italian perspective and from the Albanian. So I'll give you that book tomorrow, and I'd like you to print that story. I wrote it myself.
Konflikti për neve shqiptarë nuk kanë mbaruar. Dihet që ftesa që është bërë nga vendasit, Skënderbeut në vitin 1491, është bërë për të ardhur në ushtarë për ta mbrojtur ato vise jugore të Italisë nga okupimi besoni apo jo francez. Pra ishin dy ushtri, të cilat ballafaqoheshin në Ballkan, ajo turke dhe Skënderbeut, dhe Skënderbeu shkoi për të ndihmuar dhe për të mbrojtur këto fshatra. Prandaj, ky fshat është dhënë ushtarëve, si dhëra ushtarëve të Skënderbeut, të cilët kanë qenë në numër të rreth 4000. Unë kam shkruar një libër të vogël, një doracak, me këto histori, dhe mund të them lejesht se unë jam rritur në Bronx në një lagje italiane. Dhe ata më thonin se çfarë është kjo shqipja, shqiptaria në ti italian. Mirë po unë kam shkruar në këtë doracak timin, në këtë librën e vogël timin, se rrënjët e mia propri nga bime, shumë e rëndësishme se nga kanë ardhur dhe se jemi ende të lidhur.
We have to be careful because there's so much substance that I can speak here and give a lecture for a day. I don't want to do that. Okay? But it's just, if you went today to where I was the congressman in the New York metropolitan area, you will see how successful the Albanian people have become in New York. A very difficult place to be successful. They have, within the last 30 years, shown how good they are as restaurateurs. They bought Italian restaurants. They didn't change the names. But these large families, 5 brothers, 6 brothers, have taken these establishments and made them into the most famous and beautiful places to go eat food. And so once you come to New York, you will see the Albanians still there being successful. Like I see here, I can't believe, I haven't been here in 12 years. This is not the town that I left 12 years ago. Congratulations to all of you, especially when you think about your great city here. Thank you. Shirley, I think, has to say.
Nëse do unë pra kam qenë kongresmen në metropolitan New York dhe po të ishin një shqiptarët se sot sukses shumë janë si ndërmarrës me të vërtetë ta vrejni. Ata kanë blerë bizneset, restorantet, kafeterit të italianëve, pa ndruar emrin dhe kanë bërë shërbime të mrekullueshme, ku mendoj se kjo është një tregim i suksesit në gjithë New Yorkun dhe kudo që janë shqiptarët atje. Por dua të them se edhe këtu që erdha, pash një ndryshim shumë të madh dhe një zhvillim të mrekullueshëm, sepse unë isha para sa viteve këtu dhe me të vërtetë nuk është i njëjti qytet. Qyteti është zhvilluar, ka ecur përpara. Pra për këtë ju falenderoj dhe përzemërsisht ju them se me të vërtetë keni bërë një punë të shkëlqyeshme deri më tani.
you've spoken about our destiny as coming together. And I can assure you that it has, because you have given me, and I'm sure I'm speaking for others, hope. You have given us inspiration. And
Përshëndetje kryetari I Qytetit, kryetari Rama. Dua të filloj falimin tim me emrin tënd dhe me ty, për arsye sepse ju përmendet destinin, fatin, dhe mendoj se ju jeni një inspirim për gjithë ne, sidomos për ne këtu.
When Slobodan Milosevic emerged, I was a book publisher, and one of my specialties was foreign policy. But what I was seeing reminded me exactly of what was happening in my grandparents' generation with the rise of the Nazis. And that inspired me to take new steps.
Pra, kur Milošević u ngrit në detyrë ose në fuqi politike, unë isha publiciste. Dhe atë kohë e pash me të vërtetë se me çfarë testi na ka futur ai, dhe se si duhet ne pra të bëjmë diçka për t'i mbrojtur të gjitha interesat e të gjithë popullin e pafajshëm.
So I produced the first book about the rise of Slobodan Milosevic, and one day, one of my authors asked to see me, and there was this strange man who arrived an hour late for his meeting with one of my authors.
Pra, librin I parë ka qenë me titull Ngritja e Miloševićit. Dhe kur ky libër morri vend, një njeri tha dëshiron të më takonte mua. Pra, ishte ky zotëriu pranë meje, I cili edhe atë ditë ishte me një orë vonesë, sepse kishte një takim.
And the conversation began then. It started then. This was 1994. It has never stopped. And at that point, no. And at that point, we started a process of rising up against Slobodan Milosevic and his passage across what could have been all of Europe. And we came together, going to the United States Congress and insisting that this war be ended and that Kosovo achieve its freedom.
Pra, biseda filloi në vitin 1994 dhe nuk mbaroi kurrë, pra prej datës së parë kur takuam me së bashku. Me këtë filluam procesin e kundër Miloševićit që u veçuar. Ne pastaj shkuam edhe në Kongres, ku ngritëm zërin, pra deri në momentin kur populli shqiptar në vërtet fitoi lirinë.
In the process, many people in this room from the Albanian American Civic League were equally involved. And ultimately,
në këtë proces të gjatë, qytetarët e këtij vendi, së bashku me qytetarët shqiptar amerikan, kanë qenë të involvuar së bashku.
It took 20 years of work to get the United States government to recognize Kosovo's independence, and of course, after Kosovo was freed from the effort to destroy it.
Pra, u dashën 20 vjet punë dhe përkushtim që Shtetet e Bashkuara të Amerikës ta njohin Kosovën si shtet të pavarur dhe sovran. Pra, pasi që Kosova u lirua.
In those years, we came twice a year from 1994 to 2009, twice a year here, inside the realities of Kosovo.
Pra, ne venim, prej vitin 1994 deri në vitin 2009 e kemi ardhur 2 herë në vit. Pra, kemi ballafaqsuar dhe kemi parë realitetin e Kosovës.
And reported back to the US government. In those years, Kosovo was my second home.
Dhe këtë kemi bërë gjithmonë kemi bërë një raport kongresit proper.